Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Betty and happy Valentine's Day. We are in the month of love, so I decided to come up with another tutorial of how to make a rose flower in a very simple way. And if this is your first time you're coming across my videos, I'll say you're most welcome. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tutorials and give this video a thumbs up and share it to your friends, and God will bless you. So grab your materials and let's get started. Alright, so for materials we will need our yarn in 3 different colors, that is white, red and green. Then we need our scissors. Then we'll need our hook, and I'm using a 4mm hook for this tutorial. And yeah, that will be all that we need for that tutorial. Alright, so to start our tutorial, we'll start with a knot, and this is how I make my knot, like this. Then I'll make a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then I'll slip stitch in the last chain like this. That is to insert my hook in that last chain and grab the yarn and pass it through like this. Then I'll chain 1 and tighten my work like that. Here we have our magic ring now already. Alright, okay, so now to start, I'll chain 2, then make my first double crochet inside that magic ring, and this is how I make my double crochets. You have 3 loops on your hook, then grab the yarn, pass through 2 like this, grab your yarn, pass through 2, and again another double crochet. I'll yarn over, insert my hook, I grab the yarn like this, then I have 3 loops on my hook, then I'll yarn over, pass through 2 and yarn over, pass through 2 like this. So you go ahead and make a total number of 12 double crochets in this magic ring. Then I'll meet you there. Alright, so here I am with my 12 double crochets, and the next thing is just to slip stitch on top of the chain 2 space like this. Then chain 1 and tighten your work. Alright, then the next thing here, we are going to chain 2 and make your first double crochet in this very space here like this. Alright, then next we'll be making each double crochet in the back loop of our chain, this back loop like this. Okay, so go inside that first stitch but in the back loop here with a double crochet like this. Then that same very space, make another double crochet like this. So we have 2 double crochets in the same space. Go to the next stitch in the back loop, make 2 double crochets in the same space like this. Go to the next stitch in the back loop, make 2 double crochets in the same space, and this is what you're going to do all around until you get back to the end of your row. Then I'll meet you there. Alright, so we are at the end of our row, and the next thing is just to slip stitch on top of chain 2 space like this, then chain 1 and tighten your work like this. So this is how our work is looking. Then the next thing, again we'll chain 2 Then make your first double crochet in both loops like this. It is in both loops, okay, like this, in that very first stitch. Then the next, it is our back loop that we are working in, like this. Then go to the next stitch and make another double crochet in the back loop like this. That same space, make another double crochet. So we have 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Next, in the back loop, go in there with 1 double crochet like this. Then next, go inside that back loop with the 2 double crochets in the same space like this. And this is the pattern we are going to follow until we get to the end of our row. That is 2 1 2 1 2. All right, so go with this, then I'll meet you at the end of this row. All right, so we are at the end of our row, and we'll just go inside that on top of that, chain 2 space and slip stitch, then chain 1 and tighten your work like this, and we'll be done with our frame. So you cut off your yarn like this, and yeah, you're done. All right, so we want to start working on these rows in our front post now. Like, so grab your white yarn and let's start the magic together. So to start again, you will make a knot like this, or make your starting point like this. Then go and attach it on your work. Grab any loop from your work like this, that is a front post now, like this. Then attach your yarn like this, like that. Yeah, chain 1 and tighten your work. Then after you chain 2, in that same space, you make your first double crochet in that same stitch. Then make another double crochet, make another double crochet. Here we have a total of 3 double crochets in the same space. Go to the next stitch, that next stitch close to the one you've worked on, then make the 3 double crochets again in that same space. That is 2, then 3. So we have a total of 6 double crochets, and we have 3 in each stitch. Then chain 2, turn your work now like this. Then start working on those double crochet from up. In that very space, make 2 double crochets in the same space here, like this, like this. We have 2 double crochets here. Then in next stitch, make 2 double crochets in the same space. Then next stitch, make 2 double crochets in the same space. And this is what you're going to do until you get to the end of that very row, like this. Then next is another 2 double crochets in the same space, like this. So here we have this very stitch, that is the last stitch. Here we are going to work inside here with 2 double crochets, like the same thing we've been doing, like this, like that. Then now chain 1 and turn your work, and start now working inside each stitch with a single crochet now, like this. So make sure you get to the middle of your work, then I'll show you what to do at the middle. And this is our middle part. Here is our middle part here. So I'm here at the middle part of my work, and now you chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, then insert your hook in those 2 loops here, these 2 loops like this, and pass your yarn like this and make a single crochet like that. Then continue with your single crochets until you get to the end of your row. Always remember this last stitch here on top of the chain 2 that you chained before. There's a last chain there. So this is how it is looking. So what we are doing next is to attach it back on our work. So you have to count 1, 2, 3. Then inside that 3rd loop, like this, make your single crochet like this. Then chain 2. Then inside that very stitch where it is single crochet, start with your double crochet. And we are trying to make another leaf. So we have 3 double crochets in the same space. Go to another stitch, that is the next stitch, make another 3 double crochets in the same space. Like this. We have 6, that is 3 in each stitch, like this. Then chain 2 and turn your work. Then make your 2 double crochets in the same space here. Again another double crochet like this. Then go to each stitch with the 2 double crochets until you get to the end of your row. Alright, so we are at the end of our row, and remember to work inside this chain 2 space that you chained before with the 2 double crochets like this here. Then chain 1, turn your work and make your first single crochet and continue with your single crochets until you get to the middle of your work. So here we are at the middle of our work. Then chain 3, then insert your hook in these 2 loops like this. Then grab your yarn, pass through and make your single crochet. Then go back and make a single crochet and continue with your single crochets all around until you get to the end of your row. Always remember this last stitch. Alright, so go and attach it back. We have to skip 2. Then in the 3rd stitch, make your single crochet like this. Then chain 2 and start working again on your 3 double crochets in the same space like this. Go to the next stitch and make the same thing with 3 double crochets in the same space, and you continue with the same method you have been doing until you get your other leaf. Then I'll meet you there. Alright, so you chain 2 now, turn your work and start working in each stitch with the 2 double crochets like this. Next, 2 double crochets in the same space like this, and this is what you're going to be doing all around until you get to the end of your row. Then I'll meet you at the end of your row. Alright, so we are at the end, and you chain now 1, then turn your work and start working in each stitch with a single crochet until you get to the middle of your work. Then I'll meet you at the middle here, then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so we are at the middle of our work here, and what we are going to do is just to chain 3 like this and insert our hook in these 2 loops and make a single crochet from here like this. Then continue with your single crochets all around until you get to the end of your row. Then I'll meet you. Alright, so we are at the end, and here we want to attach our work, and you're going to go to the middle of your work here and you turn your leaf at the back of it and insert your hook inside that very stitch like this and make your single crochet like this. But before you make, we want to change our yarn, so attach another yarn that is red. Now grab your red color and attach it in these 2 loops before you attach it, before you close it like this. So now we have changed our yarn to red color. Now we have dropped the white one. Just cut it off, then leave it. You weave them later, or you cut them however way you want to do it. So go to this next row here, this row. Now go inside any stitch from here and just insert your hook like this, then grab your yarn and pass it through like this and make a single crochet like that. So now we are at the next row, and inside that very stitch make your 3 double crochets like this. Two, then 3. Alright, so go to the next stitch and make 3 double crochets in the same space again here like this. 1, 2, then 3. So for this row we are going to go inside another stitch like this to make it 3 stitches like this and make another 3 double crochets. In white we have been working on only 2 stitches, but here now we are working on 3 stitches. That is a total of 9 double crochets altogether, and this is how it is looking. So next you chain 2, and again now we are changing another thing. Inside this very first stitch here we are only going inside there with only one double crochet inside here, not 2 like we did before. So it's only 1 double crochet like this. Okay, go to the next stitch with now 2 double crochets in the same space like this. Next go inside with 2 double crochets in the same space, and that is all you will do. Alright, so we are at the end, and you chain 1, turn your work like this, start working inside this very stitch with single crochets, then until you get to the middle of your work. Alright, so go ahead, then I'll meet you at the middle of your work, then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so we are at the middle of our work here. This is the middle part here. here. So go inside here with your last single crochet, then do the same thing that you've been doing before, that is chain 3, then insert your hook in these 2 loops down here like this, and grab your yarn and pass through all like this, then grab your yarn and pass through this. That is single crochet that we have made. Alright, so you continue with your single crochets until you get to the end of your row. Alright, so we are at the end of the row, so you skip 3, then in the 4th loop you make your single crochet like this, like this, like this, then chain 2, like this, then inside that very stitch make your 3 double crochets, then you continue with 3 double crochets in the same stitch. In the next stitch again 3 double crochets in the same stitch. In another stitch, that is 3 stitches and each has 3 double crochets, and the total number is 9. Then I'll meet you. Alright, so here we are with our total number of 9 double crochets in 3 stitches, and next you chain 2, turn your work and start working in each stitch with the 2 double crochets like this. Go to the next, make 2 double crochets in the same space, then you continue with this until you get to the end of the row, then I'll meet you there. Alright, so this is the end, and then next you chain 1 and turn your work and start making each stitch. You will make a single crochet until you get to the middle of your work. So I'm at the middle, and the next thing is just to chain 3 and make that same the way we did before, like this. And this is the pattern for this row, and you're going to go with that same pattern all around until you get back to where you started your color red. Then I'll meet you, then attach another color that is green with you. Yeah, so this is the last stitch. Always remember to put your last stitch here on top of that chain 2 space that you chained before, like this. Then next you count 1 2 3, then in the 4th here, this 4th loop here like this, you make a single crochet like this, like this. Then from there you start your 3 double crochets after chaining 2 like this, and start your double crochets in 3 chains, and each stitch in 3 stitches, sorry, and each stitch has 3 double crochets. The total number will be 9. So continue, then I'll meet you when you're done with this row. All right. Alright, so I'm back, and I have a total number of 4 red leaves. The white was 3, then this is 4. So what you're going to do is to go ahead and attach it down in the middle of those 9 stitches or 9 double crochets here. This is 9, so go in the middle of this row here and attach it here, but you attach it from the back of your work like this, like this, like that. Then make a single crochet, but before we are attaching another yarn that is green color. So go ahead, do this, or get your starting point from this different color of yarn, then attach it like this here, like this, then chain 1 and tighten it. So we have our green color now, like this. Don't mind about the ropes, you weave them in or you cut them. I'll show you how to do that later. So go to the end of your work. Now we are working on the end of this work, and now we are working in the front post now. So go ahead and grab any stitch from that and make your first single crochet like this. Then continue with what we have been doing from making 9 double crochets in 3 stitches and make your 2 double crochets in each stitch, then single crochets, and I'll meet you. Okay, so here I am with one leaf, and I went ahead and made 9 double crochets, then 2 double crochets in each, then single crochets without any middle part. Then next you count 4 stitches and make your first single crochet like this. So on this row we don't put the middle part, we are just making it flat. That is single crochets from the start to the end. Then continue with that same thing that we've been doing before. Here I have a total of 9. Chain 2, turn your work and start making your 2 double crochets in each stitch like this. I had to record it because I wanted you to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, like this. Okay, so here we are at the end, and you chain 1 and start working in each stitch with a single crochet from the start to the end, like this, like that, with a single crochets all around like this. So this is what I'm talking about. It has to be flat like this without any up, middle, something like this. Then after you count your stitches like you've been doing, 1, 2, 3, then in the 4th you make your first single crochet in your front post. Now remember we are working in the front posts, and you will continue with this until you get to the end. Then I'll show you how my work will be looking. Alright, so I'm at the end of the row, and I'll just ignore some stitches that are excess. This then go inside the middle part of this first leaf here, then attach my work from the back like this. Just get the middle part, then insert your hook like this and make your single crochet inside here like this, like this, like this. Then chain 1, or you can slip stitch it to make it tight, then slip stitch like this, then chain 1 and cut off your yarn, and we are done with our leaf. So if you've followed me this far and you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do not forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Alright, so this is what I said. You can weave them in, you can just tie them and tighten it very well, then cut it off. It will not show like this. So go ahead and do the same to the rest of other excess yarns that you have. Then I'll meet you and show you what to do next. Alright, like this. Then just cut it off and you're done. Okay, so I'm done cutting off the excess yarns, and this is how my work is looking. And what we are going to do now is to make something to cover up the upper side because it's so open. So grab your white yarn like this and make a slip knot like this. Then chain a total number of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. like this. Then go in the second loop from your hook, the second chain, sorry, like this, and make your single crochet like this. Then make a double crochet inside that is very stitch like this. Then inside that very stitch make another double crochet, that is 2. That in that very space make another double crochet, 3, then 4, then 5. So we have a total number of 5 double crochets with 1 single crochet. So next, go to the next stitch and make 5 double crochets in the same space again. That is 1 and 2, then 3, 4 and 5, and you're going to continue with 5 double crochets all around until you get to the end of this very small chain. Then I'll meet you there. Alright, so here we are with our work, and it is curving already. So what we needed, we just need that curve. So go at the back of your work, in the middle part of your work. We have 4 stitches, so in that 3rd stitch here, you're going to go inside there like this, the way I'm doing so, and make your single crochet like this, or you can make single crochet, or you can slip stitch the way I did. Then chain 1 and tighten your work like that. We just wanted that curving part of it. Then cut off your yarn like this. So carry this small flower that you've made like this and go put it in the middle of your work to cover up that part, or that open part that is showing here. So what you're going to do, grab your flower and place it in the middle. So grab your hook, pass it in the middle here, in this very space from the back of your work like this, here like this. Then pull these 2 loops, those 4 loops together like this, like that, in that very simple way, like this. Then turn your work at the back after covering what you want to cover like this. Then just tie it together like this. You can tie it together, you can weave in with your darning needle, however way you want to do it, but this is how I'm doing it. Then next, you just cut off your yarn like this, and you'll be done with your work. And this is how simple I can make my rose flower. So I'll say thank you so much for watching this very simple tutorial, and happy Valentine's to you all. I love you. It is a month of love. Show love with this beautiful, simple, unique rose flower, and your friends will appreciate your work. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Love you.